Howdy. It's Wayward Son again. Good to see you all. Nate of WASD 20 fame had suggested maybe it would be a good idea for me to give you guys a little insight into my RPG background. So let's do that. First, I'll go ahead and I'll say that I'm a gamer. Board games, card games. Well, not so much computer or electronic games, but any physical games, I'm a huge fan of. As long as I can remember, I played whatever I could get my hands on. In either 81 or 82, long before most of you were around, a friend of mine, Mitch Cockman, brought a box set of D&D to physics class. I don't know that I ever actually got to play with Mitch, and I'm not sure if he just left the box with me and I inherited, or if I had to go out and buy my own. But there was no looking back at that point. Pretty much, if it wasn't football season where I was playing and my other players were in the band, we were every Friday night, most Saturdays, and quite often Sunday afternoons playing. I probably DM'd almost exclusively for the first 10 years or so, which was fine by me. I had a great time doing it, still do. We would take an occasional break to play Risk, Axis, and Allies, things of that sort, but it was pretty rare. Even my first couple of years in college, I would come home most weekends, and we would play again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the longest time. And then in college and afterwards, if I wasn't at home, I was playing something up at NC State, playing or running something pretty much at least weekly. Of course, it expanded beyond just Dungeons and Dragons at the time. Villains and Vigilantes, Gamma World, the Hero System, Ars Magica, oh Lord, the Twilight 2000, and there were probably a dozen others that at least got experimented with during that time. But those are the big ones. There have been periods where I've switched off to exclusively, probably, well, I don't know, exclusively is exactly right, but almost exclusively either board gaming or playing cards, being, again, I guess in the mid-90s, both Settlers of Catan came over from Germany. I've still got the original German version. And of course, Magic the Gathering kind of came out of nowhere and swept the hobbyists. So I did a lot of playing of that. I bought. People ask me how long I played Magic. I tell them I bought Arabian Nights off the shelf. So that's my Magic era. I pretty much given that up lately, not because there's anything wrong with it, just for personal reasons, but yeah, so that's what I've done along those lines. I kind of want to get back into the superhero genre a good bit. That's right, the Marvel superhero system that got a good deal of play as well. I know I'd forgotten at least one. I'm sure there's several others, but yeah, so I'm thinking about running some more super stuff on the one-shot group. Let's see. I was very heavy into Living Greyhawk. Went to many conventions and traveled long distances to play. There was probably a course of a year, 18 months, where I regularly hosted basically mini conventions at my house, probably at least once, if not twice a month. Literally had 30 different people over the course of the weekend and playing 3 or 4 tables going on concurrently. We had big food spreads, and just, it was a great weekend of folks just playing games, having a good time. Kind of like to get back to some of that in the future too. We'll see how that evolves. I was an enormous, and still am an enormous, Living Arcanist fan. If anybody wants to learn anything else about that, I can tell you right now that the Paradigm group just had the most, in my opinion, the most amazing series of living modules that I've seen to date. Great story, great intrigue, great use of factions, things of that sort. So I'm considering maybe a mini campaign of that. We'll see how that works out. If anybody has any questions, just ping me offline about the world of Arcanus, and I'll be happy to talk about that until the cows come home. I ran across the one-shot group, I don't know, probably about 6 months ago. I played in one session and was hooked. As a matter of fact, within a day or two, I invited several of my friends from the past to come in and play a one-shot. That quickly became basically the Lost Mines of Vandelver campaign, which we literally just finished last Thursday. Had a great time doing that. Such a good time that some of you may know that I run the intro mod Aftermath for newbies, and I ran 2 tables of that recently, and the players from those 2 groups, the ones that could make their schedule work, all got together and asked me to run something else for them. So I'm going to run mines for them. We were a couple sessions in, and again, having a great time. Excuse me. So that's where I am now. I'm going to try to do more things, keep active here on the group, and I hope to see you guys there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.